4.6. Equation of line for a given point and the midpoint formula. We're going to change from point slope to slope-intercept form and find the midpoint of a line segment. So there's some things to think about. What does the point slope form look like? Well, remember that's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. An example would be y minus 3 equals 2/3 x minus x plus 2, which would be x minus negative 2. What do you know about parallel and perpendicular slopes? Parallel, same. Perpendicular, opposite, reciprocal. How do you find the average of two numbers? Add and divide by 2. So write the equation of line in point slope form, then in slope intercept form. So for point slope form, we'll do that one over here. Again, start off by just writing the skeleton. And then drop your stuff in. So this is my x, this is my y. Y minus 2 equals, and the slope goes here. And we put x minus, and careful, it's negative 3. And if you want to change it to x plus 3, you could. Or you can leave it like that. Either one's fine. So now in slope-intercept form, and we've already done this before, y minus 2 equals negative 3/2 x plus 3. We send the slope in, we distribute that. So y minus 2 equals negative 3/2 x plus, or minus, 3 times 3 is 9 halves. Now it might be easier, since we're going to be adding 2 here, to change this into minus 4.5. Put it in a different form, because we're going to be adding 2 to both sides. When we do that, we get y equals negative 3/2 x minus 2.5. Because negative 4.5 plus 2 is negative 2.5. So there's slope-intercept form and point slope form. Now up here, again, y minus something equals m times x minus something. X, y. My y is negative 3, so y minus negative 3 equals a slope of 0 times x minus 5. And again, you could write this as y plus 3 if you want. Now, in slope-intercept form, which really doesn't work exactly, we have y plus 3 equals, well, really 0. Because 0 times x minus 5 is 0. So if we subtract 3 from both sides, we get y equals negative 3. That is the equation. Technically, in slope-intercept form, it would be y equals 0x minus 3, but it's just, there you go, y equals negative 3. Okay, we're just doing it again. Point slope form, then slope-intercept form. So, parallel to this. So this is basically the same as saying m equals negative 1/4. So we're going to use the same slope here, negative 1/4. So y minus something equals m times x minus something. X, y. Y minus negative 2 M is negative 1/4, and x minus negative 1. I'm going to simplify it to y plus 2 equals negative 1/4 x plus 1, because now we're going to send that negative 1/4 in to change it into slope-intercept form. So y plus 2 equals negative 1/4 x minus 1/4. We're going to subtract 2 from both sides to get y equals negative 1/4 x minus 2 1/4. On to the second one. It's perpendicular. Well, here's my slope, m equals 4. I don't want that slope. I want the slope of negative 1/4, opposite and reciprocal. So I'm going to use this information right here. Again, y minus something equals m times x minus something. And I drop in my x and y. Negative 2 is my y, negative 1/4 is my slope, and 4 is my x. Y plus 2 equals, let's send a negative 1/4 in, negative 1/4 x, negative times negative is positive, and 1/4 of 4 is 1. Subtract 2 from both sides, and I end up with y equals negative 1/4 x minus 1. That's my slope-intercept form. So those are both the same line, just different forms of the equation. Sorry. On your own, try to find the midpoints on the following segments. Well, this one is over here at 4, 2. And this one is at 2, negative 4. If I had to say where the midpoint is, it looks like approximately right there. So I'm just going to estimate myself. Maybe you have the same thing, maybe you have something different. I'm going to say 3, negative 1. Now the midpoint formula is x plus x, well technically x1 and x2, divided by 2, and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Remember during the war, we asked how you find the average of two numbers, add up and divide by 2. So that's all you do. My x-coordinate is going to be negative 10 plus negative 10 over 2. My y-coordinate is going to be 2 plus negative 4 over 2. So that's negative 20 over 2 and negative 2 over 2. So this ends up being negative 10, comma, negative 1. That's my midpoint. Over here, again, negative 7 plus negative 6 divided by 2. 1 plus negative 2 divided by 2. I get negative 13 over 2 and negative 1 over 2. And I can just leave it like that. That's my point. If I wanted to, I could change this to negative 6.5, comma, negative 1/2. It's a little bit easier to plot that way for putting on a graph. So let's go back. Let's see if your estimate and my estimate were correct. 4 plus 2 divided by 2, and 2 plus negative 4 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2, and negative 2 divided by 2. That's 3, negative 1, bingo. Find the midpoints of the following segments. Well, it looks like it might be here at negative 2, 1, 2, 3.5. But let's find out. This point right here is 0, 3. And this point right here is negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, we take the x's and we add them. Divide by 2. And then we take our y's and divide by 2. Well, negative 4 plus 0 is negative 4, divided by 2 is negative 2. That matches up. 4 plus 3 is 7, divided by 2 is 3.5, or 3.5, which is what we estimated. Okay, so this point right here is at 0, 2. This one is at 0, 3. Sorry, my bad. What was I doing? 3, 3. So again, take our x's, 3 plus 0 over 2, and 2 plus 3 over 2. That's going to be 3 halves, or 1.5, comma, 5 halves, or 2.5. So 1.5 is here, go up. That makes sense. That looks about right. 1.5. Oh, I'm sorry. Someone wrong there, because it should be 1.5, 3. Oh, it's 0. It's 3, 2. Sorry, my mistake. So this is 2 plus 2, which just makes 2. Hopefully some of you already caught that before I made that caught my own mistake. So it's 1.5, comma 2. 0, 2, and 3, 2. Numbers are hard sometimes. And that's it.